Welcome to Night Combos. Tonight we're going to be talking about Gypsy again, because she's, of course, done some things to piss me off again. And like I said in the last video,
of course,
this girl really pisses me off. Like, she keeps doing things to really piss me off. But in, episode 7, it starts out and she's sitting there and, I don't know if it starts out with this, but in episode 7, she's, sitting there, I think it does start out with that, because she's sitting there with Rod, her dad, and Kristy, who she calls Mom all the time now. And, she's telling them about a text message that Ryan sent her.
make Ryan look bad.
Yeah, and she said that she didn't want to tell them at first, but she's telling them now the day that she's going home back to Ryan's house, and everything, like trying to make him look bad. And y'all can see the text message, and it's him texting her saying, "I'm going to be honest about something. I could really give a blank about your dad's one-on-one time with you right now. I want to love on my wife, haha." And she texts back, "Baby, don't be selfish." Okay, but what she didn't say about that text, and Ryan talks about this in one of his TikToks, what she didn't say about that text is right before that, she was texting him and laying in the bed saying, "I miss you. I wish I was laying beside you in the bed." And so he texted that back to her. And also he said what he said in that way because he found out that it wasn't just like one-on-one time with her dad. Because Kristy had called him and said, "Look, Rod, or her dad, Gypsy's dad, wants some one-on-one time with her." And come to find out, it was like a whole family thing. They were having like a whole family barbecue. They went bowling and done all these things, all these family things stuff. Yeah, and it hurt his feelings as her husband and stuff. Because I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, I'm sure Mia's boyfriend was invited and everything to all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, she starts telling them about how Ryan has a codependent relationship with her, and that he's dependent on her, and he anytime she's away, he just has to know what she's doing and has to be with her, and constantly texting her and all this and that and everything. And this all happens in episode 7, and we are going to do a full recap on episode 8 coming out Monday, July 22nd. We're going to do a full recap on that episode. Rather than just talking about bits and pieces here and there, we're going to do a full recap for y'all. We're going to try to have it out by Tuesday, but it may be Wednesday.
Definitely. Yeah, most definitely by Wednesday.
Yeah. Just to let y'all know. So y'all please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so y'all will be notified when that recap comes out. But she's talking about this codependent relationship that she has with or that Ryan has with her, and telling Kristy and her dad and showing them the text messages. And Ryan is always, and he says that he still does have the utmost respect for Rod, her dad. Like, he's always respected him and everything, and he still does. And it really hurt his feelings that Gypsy showed them the text message and everything like that and didn't explain it or anything. It just simply made him look bad and everything. But you know what, Gypsy? You want to say that Ryan had a codependent relationship with you, but that's the exact type of relationship she has with Ken.
Exactly.
Like, she literally is codependent on Ken. She was codependent on him in prison. When she got out of prison, she couldn't stop talking about him. She talked about him all throughout her marriage. And I'm sorry, but like, I never talk about my exes. You don't ever talk about your exes. We've been together for 18 years, going on 18 years, we haven't been married that long. He made me wait a long time.
I just made her wait 10 years, but
what?
It's okay.
That's wrong. That's messed up. But anyway, he was a good man, so I had to hold on to him. But yeah, but we've been together that long, and I don't talk about my exes, and you don't talk about your exes, and I don't have a need or want to. Like I don't even think about them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that was back from when I was a young teenager and all that. Like I don't care which, I was with you as a young teenager too, but that's okay. But it was when I was a younger teenager, and even younger teenager, when I was with them and everything. But I don't think about them, but she was constantly talking about him and stuff like that. And then Kristy, had to, tell her that Ken, had reached out and all that mess, which was messed up, which happened in episode 6. And then Gypsy starts boo-hoo crying, and actual real tears for the first time ever. Real tears for the first time ever.
Did I miss that or something?
You must have. I think you weren't watching that. Because she was for real crying, for real tears. That's the first time I've ever seen her cry real tears. She'll always go like, and all of that, and make the noises in the face and everything, and she'll even wipe her eyes real hard and everything. But there's no tears, not even red eyes, not even watery eyes, nothing, ever.
I've never seen her cry.
No, never. But anyway, she has a codependent relationship on Ken, which I'm still not sure about him. The whole bisexual thing, which is if that's his choice, so that's your business. So be it. Just don't stop lying about it. Because the thing is if he is bisexual and he is still being with men or something like that, Gypsy now being pregnant, which I absolutely don't agree with her being pregnant. Some children, some people just don't deserve children, but, he could bring something back to her. And I'm not saying he is with anyone else or anything like that. I'm just saying, if he did, or if he was or whatever, he could very possibly bring back something to her, which could harm the baby,
Could.
And it's crazy. And in my opinion, like Kristy, I don't like her either. But Kristy is 100% like pulling these little puppet strings, like just absolutely, treating Gypsy like a puppet and everything, and just like Dee did Gypsy.
Just like her real mom did, yeah.
Yeah, and like being controlling over her and everything, because Dee did control her, for the cons that they did together, in my opinion. I believe they did it together.
Right.
But especially once Gypsy reached, an older age and everything. As a child, no, she couldn't, control what her mom did. But when she got older and she was getting things out of it and seeing that, all these surgeries stopped and all that stuff. And then, but they continue to do these cons. Why? It's weird. That's just like, why did you unalive your mom years after all these procedures had stopped and everything else? You could run away many times, but you couldn't go to the police to get help or whatever. Instead, you chose to unalive your mom. And I think it was because she had rage over the guy, what is his name? I forget his name. I think it's Dan. It's Dan something. But regardless, he's the one that, and she introduced the BDSM stuff too, and the cosplay and dressing up like comic characters and all that stuff, when she tried to claim that Nick Godejohn done that and all that. Anyway, but Kristy's absolutely like pulling the puppet strings and controlling her and everything else, and I think it's for the money and the clout and the attention and all that. And I mean, like, I don't know if Gypsy just doesn't want to see it because maybe she does want that mom figure, or if she's just literally that, I don't know, like, just my mind went
Dumbfounded?
blank. But the like no,
Dumbfounded
like
or something, maybe?
if Gypsy's just that naive to what
Naive,
Kristy is
yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm sorry, y'all know I look to the side to look at my notes and stuff because I do have to make notes and stuff for all this. But oh, on episode 7 also, her parole officer called, and because she had made a video and posted it, and I think later deleted it, but she made a video, saying that it was her fault that her codependent, who is Nick Godejohn, is in prison for life. She said that in that video that she felt like that 2 lives were taken that night, her mom's and Nick Godejohn's, because of what she got Nick Godejohn to do, which was unalive her mom for her. She gave him the murder weapon, the gloves, the whole nine. Even sent him a video pointing to a pillow going, like that, like, who does that? Anyway, that's a whole nother video.
It's a whole nother story.
Yeah, it's a whole nother video for when we do a deeper dive into all of this and the investigation and everything. But her parole officer called after she posted that video saying that it was her fault that he was in prison for life without parole, by the way. And I'll say it again, he deserves a new trial with, like good lawyers.
Sure does.
And I would like to maybe start, I'm thinking, we're thinking about starting like some kind of GoFundMe or something like that to raise money to get him like some kind of good team of lawyers or whatever. And also figure out how all this works to petition the governor or whatever to give him a new trial or whatever needs to happen with that. But her parole officer called and said, you don't need to be on social media. So she's sitting there on the phone with her parole officer, and she's like, yeah, right, I agree. You agree, okay? Remember I said that. She said she agrees and everything in episode 7. Okay, but then what happened? She got off the phone, and Ryan was like, but honey, that's revenue. That's revenue.
Money.
And she's like, all you care about is the money and blah, blah, blah. And they get to an argument. She walks off and everything. And then they go to the balcony, and he's like, honey, just talk to me. And, talk to me, baby, about what's going on or what's wrong, And she's talking about how all he cares about is the money and stuff. And he's like, no. And I'm glad he got to explain this and that Lifetime actually aired it instead of cutting it out.
Right.
But he actually got to explain himself. And he was saying the parole officers all the time telling her to get a job. And, and he was trying to explain to her, did you explain to them that this is your job right now and it's revenue? This is how you're making money right now? And stuff like that. It's not that Ryan cared about the money. In my opinion, I don't believe that Ryan cares about all this money and all this stuff, because if he did, he'd be all over YouTube and he does do TikToks, but heck, he thought people were sending him just emojis for the fun of it and stuff. He didn't know that all these gifts and stuff were actually worth money. He didn't know that. And you can go to his TikTok and see the video where he's explaining that. He didn't even realize that. He's not in it for the money. You know what I mean? He could be in it for the money and literally like quit his assistant teaching job and everything. But he's not. But the parole officer said, you have your whole life to
do documentaries and
write books and stuff.
Like that.
So you need to get off social media.
Yeah.
Okay, so she tells Ryan, and Ryan's like, but that's your revenue though. And she's like, she looked at him and she's like, I'm going to get off social media in a few months no matter what you say. And I will heed those words.
Take heed to those words.
Yeah, I will take heed to those words. Gypsy, dear, you're still on social media. Get the F off social media, like for real.
For real.
Get off. That irritates me. And why in a few months? Why not? Why didn't she get off social media like right then? You know what I'm saying? Like why? I'm sorry, I gotta fix these pillows, y'all. Like to support my back.
Yeah, you keep moving.
But I'm sorry, but you know, like why didn't she get off social media right then? Why in a few months? Because she's the one that wanted the money. She's the one that the money meant. That she's the one that you know, that the money meant, you know, the most to, or whatever, not Ryan.
Right.
And it just blows my mind. Also, you know, Ryan said in a TikTok, and I wanted to like make this, you know, I also wanted to say this, like Ryan was saying in a TikTok that he seen a comment where somebody was saying something like they were gonna come and take her baby, you know, like they were gonna find where she was at, come and take her baby and everything like that. And no, I don't agree that she needs to have a child or you know, deserves a baby in any way, but I absolutely do not agree on, you know, taking someone's baby or finding out where they live and going and threatening them, sending threats to them, and you know, all that and everything. I'm sorry, y'all, my hair is pulling behind me, it's bothering me and everything. It bothers my husband too, and I'm sitting there moving like that.
Yeah, you're driving me nuts.
But you know, like that's not cool, you know, to like no. threaten someone's baby. That baby is innocent, okay? It might be being born to some parents that I do not like and don't agree with the things that they do and stuff like that. But you know, it the baby's innocent, and you know, no one, absolutely no one needs to be finding her or going and trying to take her baby or steal her baby or, you know, kidnap her while she's pregnant. None of that stuff needs to happen. I mean, that's so not cool. And like we say on this channel all the time, please be kind. Please be kind to everyone, everywhere. Don't be hateful. You know, you can be snarky, funny, you know, whatever. Please comment, you know, your opinions in the comments below, and all that. But you know, please don't be hateful. That's all we say. You know, just please don't be hateful. And you know, like, as much as I don't like Gypsy and stuff, and I'm snarky about her, I can be real snarky about her, and she pisses me right off. But you know, I would never, ever even think about, you know, taking someone's baby, or you know, calling and reporting them to try to have their baby taken, or you know, any of that stuff, unless it was something serious, like they were being abused, or you know, or starving, or
doing something they don't need to be doing, or anything.
Or doing rugs, you know, or things like that, you know, something like that. Yeah, of course. But yeah, that's not cool. And Ryan even put that in his TikTok. He didn't agree with that and everything, and he didn't appreciate that comment and everything. Because like we said, whether we agree with her having a baby or not, the baby is innocent. So let's not say or do stuff like that. As a people, as a world, as a society, like do better. Let's do better, okay? As a society. But it absolutely 100% gives her a good enough reason and a big enough red flag, which Gypsy is a big old red flag. But in all seriousness, it truly is a huge reason to go ahead and like get the heck off social media, Gypsy. Like, for real, your baby is being threatened. You are 11 now, what, 12 and a half weeks pregnant. You know, you're not even through your first trimester yet, or anything, you know. But it would take one time for somebody to say something about my baby, and you know, even in the womb, and done off social media. Like that would be it. Ain't nobody finding my address or anything like.
Exactly.
But that for real gives you reason to get off social media, Gypsy. You don't. Nobody's making you do this. I know you have to promote your Lifetime documentary and all that.
She's using that baby
already,
though.
And everything. Yes, yeah, like she is. Yes, and she's like profiting from the baby already. Like we said in our last video, she's done made. She's making a meal registry, a college fund registry, a baby registry. All that. Like that's wild. With your millions sitting in the bank, literally millions sitting in the bank, and Ken works a full-time job. Why aren't you? I mean, if you need food that bad, why aren't you? You live with your mom and dad and everything. Are they not feeding you? What's going on? Like, we shouldn't have to feed your baby. We got our own kids to feed. We have our own babies to feed.
I don't understand why she hadn't got her own house yet and things like that. I mean,
I don't get that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, she is on parole, and she had to get permission from her parole officer to move from Ryan's house to her dad and Kristy's house.
Yeah.
So she does have to report that, but
I'm sure
she could still buy a house and report it to her parole officer. Look, I bought a house. This is the address to it. This is where I'm going to be living. All that. She could do that. I don't know why she doesn't. And then it's coming out with a book too that she's gonna supposedly make money on.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but in my opinion, I hope she doesn't. I hope nobody goes out and buys that book, because let's not forget she's a person that unalived their mom. She unalived her mother. Okay, she got an autistic person to come and unalive her mom, and she planned the whole thing. Like let's not forget that, okay? And then I meant to show you this. Let me show you this. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put it up there. She got on AI. Y'all can see it. She got on AI and made these AI pics. Made her her stomach like bigger than what it truly is and everything. And I mean, she doesn't even have a baby bump yet. Right. Period. And then made Ken's hair like way longer, like it's taller. It's like it's almost like a 90s hairdo to me. Mm-hmm. Like that's what it looks like. I mean, but like a 90s hairdo. Did you see it? Yeah, but like his hair is like tall and like to the side and everything.
Yeah, trying to make him look like some model or something.
But
looks nothing like him.
It absolutely looks nothing like her either.
No,
that's what gets me. But oh, wait a minute. But yeah, she needs to just stop with the AI pics of her and Ken, and you with a fake baby bump, Gypsy. Like, I mean, you're pregnant, okay? You think you have Ken locked down? You don't have him locked down. That's not gonna keep a man around. I can promise you that a baby is not gonna keep a man around. What's gonna keep a man around is being with a real man that loves you unconditionally and truly. Like, you've loved me like for real through sickness and in health and everything, through medical issues, through surgeries I've had to have, and took care of me when I couldn't get out of bed, the whole nine, walked me to the bathroom in the middle of the night, everything. Like, and well, that's another video. We're gonna get into all that stuff later. But Gypsy, stop with the AI pics. You look ridiculous. Yeah, for real. Like, you really do look ridiculous. But she's trying to lock Ken down, and she done it, and for her to make that pic, it like she says that. I'm sorry, I had like a hair in my face, but for her to make that AI pic, it really and to go and have maternity pics made already at
Yeah.
11 weeks. Well, she was
Yeah.
probably only 9 or 10 weeks when she had those pictures made. I don't know, but it said 11 weeks, so we'll go with 11 weeks. But regardless, she didn't have no baby bump of any kind. But, it really makes me think that, even though she says this was a complete surprise because the OBGYN she had seen said she would need to be on fertility medicine and stuff.
Right.
I don't. I'm sorry, in my opinion, I don't believe her. I don't believe that. I don't believe a doctor told her that. I don't. Because a doctor would not tell you that, and we know a doctor would not tell you that you need to be on fertility meds or fertility treatments or anything like that unless you have tried for 6 months and to a year, to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And then, they will take the next steps to help you get pregnant. And even then, it'll take a little while before you get pregnant. But her making that AI picture, it really makes me think she did this on purpose because she made a baby bump in the picture, like she already has a baby bump or something. Like, it makes me think that she did this on purpose. She got pregnant on purpose for the clout, for the attention on social media and everything. I think she absolutely did it on purpose.
No doubt.
And the thing is Gypsy, you claim, and we don't know, you claim that you were essayed as a child by your grandfather on your mom's side. Your mom's dad or whatever. I'm not. I have, my past and everything. You have your past and things like that. That we'll get into in another video. Like we said, when we go to discuss more things about ourselves and everything. But her grandpa says it wasn't true or whatever. But she says her grandpa would pick her up out of the wheelchair and out of her wheelchair that her mom made her stay in, and set her on his lap, and then other things happened and stuff. But I don't know if that's true or not. In my opinion, she doesn't act like someone that was essayed, but that doesn't mean anything because I can tell you, like, if you've been essayed or AR'd or anything like that, you can absolutely play it off to family. You can absolutely, family and friends and stuff, you can absolutely play it off and act completely normal and go on about life like nothing happens. But eventually, it will come out. It will out of nowhere bubble up and burst out of your mouth. It will. But it's funny how she didn't say that until her trial. She didn't say anything about being essayed until her trial.
Yeah.
And but if that's true, Gypsy, if you really were essayed as a child, it's yet another reason to get off social media.
Yeah.
Like you've been on social media long enough to know the dangers of predators out there, hateful people out there, people that don't care, that will literally hate you or anybody enough to where they will come and find you and try to harm you or your child, and I pray to God that never happens. But it's yet another reason to get off social media and be careful who you're around. Like, I mean, I know this went, a little bit, this video went a little bit more serious, on the serious side, more than funny, but it's true and it's real. And it happens every day.
Yeah, it does.
It does. And she needs to be careful and get off the internet. Get off the internet. I know you have to promote your Lifetime documentary and everything, but you can do it in ways where you don't have to put anything about your life on social media or anything. Stop putting anything about you and your pregnancy, your baby, anything on social media.
Through Lifetime. She does not need to be on social media doing it.
Exactly,
Lifetime is enough.
Yeah. But you really do need to stop putting anything and everything out there about your pregnancy, your baby, and all that. And I know you're all excited to brag that you're having Ken's baby. Why, I don't know. But because I wouldn't want to have a baby by a man like that. For real. A man that doesn't stand by you. I mean, you even said that yourself. That was your words. Sitting right beside your husband, Ryan. Your soon-to-be ex-husband, Ryan. But he's still your husband. Ryan, that, he left you in your hard times when you really needed him and stuff, when you were still in prison. But now that you have money and fame and everything else, now he's ready to come back, hollering that, he left her only because he wanted her to find herself. He, quote, wanted her to find herself. It wasn't really because he was worried about the paparazzi following him while she was in prison and stuff. Lies. Total lies.
Yeah,
like
all
absolute lies. In my opinion. It's lies. But all you're showing us, Gypsy, is that you are literally just as bad as your mom. Your mom, did cons and everything else to give you what you wanted as a child, or what any child would want in life, to go to Disney World VIP for 2 weeks at a time every year and meet celebrities and everything else.
It wasn't like it.
Right, and I'm not saying she went about it the right way. She went about it the way she knew how to do it. I guess she done cons and everything, and even friends of Dee Dee have come out and said that most everybody in Louisiana, down in that area where she's from and stuff, knew that Gypsy didn't need that wheelchair and walk and stuff. But Dee Dee could always get tickets to theme parks and concerts and to meet celebrities and this, that, and the other for not only Gypsy but all the kids and everything. So they just looked past the cons. They knew she was doing cons and everything, that Dee Dee was doing cons and stuff and everything, but they just looked past it because their kids were getting to benefit from it. Their kids were getting to do things that most kids don't get to do. And you're literally already acting just like your mom, and except for the difference is her mom didn't treat her like this when Gypsy was in the womb. Gypsy already, before she's even out of her first trimester, is already treating her baby like this. Using her baby to get money, to get fame, to get more views on social media, on she's probably writing books. She's probably hoping that Lifetime will sign on for a season 2, to follow her and the baby and everything. But I mean, you're literally already exploiting your baby, and you haven't even given birth yet. How can you call yourself a mom now? Because I know, with being pregnant and stuff like that, like, I would call myself a mom, but like, I don't see how she could call herself a mom, because she's already exploiting her child, in the womb. It just pisses me off and it makes me mad. But anyway, that's all we have for y'all for this video. Like we said, we are going to do a full recap of episode 8. We'll probably touch a little more on episode 7 as well. It might be a little bit longer video. We're sorry for that. We try to keep them short, but y'all know how I am. We are all a family here, and I could talk. I can talk to y'all all night. I can talk to y'all all night long, But we're all a family here together, so y'all make sure to comment in the comment section and let us know what y'all want to hear about, what y'all want us to talk about, what y'all want us to cover, and
because we're willing to talk about anything and everything y'all want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we've done told you some things we're planning on talking about and that we have in the works and everything, but anything, any topics or people or subjects or whatever that y'all want us to cover, you know, like we're more than willing to do it, you know, just drop it in the comments. And also, you know, give us your opinions as to, you know, the conversation we had tonight, you know.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for y'all tonight. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, hit the like button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so that you'll be notified as soon as we drop the recap. We'll touch a little bit on episode 7, but we'll do a full recap on episode 8 that's, you know, coming out Monday on Lifetime on July 22nd, Monday. This coming Monday. And we'll have it out hopefully by Tuesday, but most definitely by Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, we'll see y'all in the next one. And like we said, please comment, subscribe.
Yes,
it's a free way y'all can help this channel out. You know, and you know, like I said, it's a free way y'all can help this channel out. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. And we'll see y'all in the next one. You know, God bless. Bye.
Bye.